Welcome to ETN Community Spotlight, where we shine the light on a local nonprofit organization. I'm Derrick Silas. Join me as we talk to today's special guest. Hospice Circle of Love. The name of the organization means a lot, just the name. Can you tell me about the name and the purpose of the organization?
Sure. Well, we take care of terminally ill people. We're there to provide physical, emotional, and spiritual support. We have a lot of services and a lot of people that go into the home and help both the patient and the family. And really, we're kind of surrounding them with a circle of love and kind of helping them through a very difficult time in their lives.
Okay. Ready? Now, what is your role in the organization?
I'm the Community Relations Director, and I do the marketing. I'm in charge of the volunteer program, and I'm in charge of the fundraisers that we do a few times throughout the year.
Okay. Now, I know, if there's a person that needs care, how can I refer them to the organization?
Okay. Well, a lot of times the person will talk to their doctor. We do have to have something signed by a doctor to put the person on services, but anyone can call our office for information as well.
Okay.
Sometimes we'll set up appointments and have them come in and talk to us. Sometimes we meet them at the hospital or at their home and get that all initiated. But at some point we do have to have a doctor's signature.
Okay. Since many or most of the hospice care, persons receiving the care are terminally ill patients, what support goes into in relation to grief, counseling, or bereavement?
Yeah, definitely. Obviously, that plays a big role. We have a bereavement counselor and a chaplain, and whenever we initiate services, we'll ask the person if they'd like to have the chaplain start to come visit throughout the process. And a lot of times they can answer questions, serve as a listening ear, pray with the patient and the family members, and help in that way. And after the death, we continue to follow up with the family for an entire year.
Okay.
And our bereavement coordinator plays a big role in that.
All right. Now, since you are involved in community relations, how have you seen the organization impact the Enid community?
Well, I definitely think we have helped the community out in a lot of ways. Obviously, from that care standpoint, you help out both the patient and the family members quite a bit. A lot of times families will say, I wish I'd called sooner, you know, because I think they don't even realize how much extra support that is until they get involved with it. Taking care of someone who is at the end of their life is very difficult.
Right.
And our nurses and our chaplains and our social workers and aides coming in help relieve that burden quite a bit. We can provide education for the family members. They can call us in the middle of the night. Okay. So that helps out in a lot of ways.
Are there any other ways that the organization gets involved in the community?
Oh, sure. We usually have a team for Relay for Life. Okay. We have some events that we sponsor throughout the year. The community clinic has a big event each year that we usually sponsor. We do flu clinics. We pair up with Evans to do those around the fall time. Let's see what else. This year we're going to do the MS walk. We've got some staff members that are going to get involved in that.
Okay.
So we just try to help out in any way we can.
Okay. How is the Hospice Circle of Love funded primarily?
Most of our funding comes from Medicare.
Okay.
They give us an amount per day per patient, if it is a Medicare patient.
All right.
Now, sometimes we have patients who are younger, or who don't have Medicare. We can bill insurance. Now, if the person doesn't have that Medicare or insurance benefit, we do take care of them at no charge. The family and the patient never receive a bill from us. So that's where our fundraisers come into play and our memorial donations as well.
Okay. So now, are all of your patients homebound, or are they
We actually
How are they?
encourage them to get out and about if they can, if they're
Okay,
capable. We want them to live life to its fullest.
Okay.
You know, we've had patients that have gone on trips. We had somebody who went on a trip to Hawaii with his family.
Wow.
It had been a dream his whole life, and so we talked to another hospice down there,
Right.
talked to the airport, got medications and wheelchairs in place and things like that. And we had another man who went on a last hunting trip.
Okay.
So we really kind of encourage them to live as
Right.
much as they can.
Okay. Now, is there anything else that you can add or things you can think of about hospice care that, you know, that-
Oh, there's some other services that we haven't really talked about. We have a volunteer program, which I mentioned I'm involved with that.
Right.
The volunteers can provide respite for the caregivers in the home, which really helps, you know. Sometimes we'll set something up where they'll go once a week, you know, and so the wife can go get her hair done or do some grocery shopping, you know, while the volunteer sits with the husband, that kind of thing. And then if they go to the nursing home, they can provide some companionship. We have a certified pet therapist. There's a lot that's been shown in regards to the benefits of pet therapy. You know, it helps with depression and all kinds of pain, all kinds of different things. So we have that. We also have a certified music therapist on staff.
Okay.
So someone who's maybe had a lot of music in their background, a music teacher, someone like that, really gets a lot out of that. And sometimes when a person gets to the point where they can no longer speak, they can still sing because it uses a different part of the brain.
Right.
And so it kind of helps them wake up, you know. I've seen the music therapist work with people with contractures, and she'll get them playing a maraca or beating on a drum. It helps with depression. It helps with anxiety and pain. It helps with loneliness. So there are a lot of benefits to that as well. We have a social worker, and she is assigned to every patient, and she does a psychosocial evaluation and looks for any needs. She can help with a caregiver need. Maybe the person is to the point where they need someone with them around the clock, but the son or daughter lives in another state. Well, she can help them get leave from work and that sort of thing. She's worked with law enforcement to get a son or daughter who was in jail to visit mom or dad or come to the funeral, or work with the military if there's someone that's serving overseas and they want to have some contact with their dying loved one. She can help get handicap placards for the family vehicle, help with finances. You know, we have situations sometimes where someone's getting ready to have their heat shut off or something like that, and so we can help them with resources in the community. And so our social worker does a lot of things like that.
I understand that there are other hospices in Enid. What makes Hospice Circle of Love different?
Well, we are the only not-for-profit hospice in Enid and the surrounding area, and we are one of the longest-standing hospices in Oklahoma. We were one of the first hospices established. We started serving patients back in 1983, so we'll be 33 years old. And I think we're the only hospice that provides music therapy, and I talked a little bit about the pet therapy, and I think just our honor to the community. We're basically existing to serve people in need as a nonprofit.
Okay. Now, what is the best way to contact or contribute to the organization?
Well, we have a website, hospicecircleoflove.com, and there's some emails on that. And you can also give through PayPal on that website. You can always send us something in the mail. We're at 314 South 3rd in Enid, 73701. You can always stop by our office or give us a call, and our number is 234-2273, which spells out CARE, 234-CARE, so it's kind of easy to remember. And like I said before, we use those contributions to care for our patients that don't have Medicare or insurance benefits, so we do really appreciate those contributions.
Well, thank you for the wealth of information, and thanks for joining me today.
Thank you. Appreciate it.